Time now for complete local sports coverage on Montana's news station.
The NCAA Skiing Championships back to the Nordic events where lots of drama. Let's get the story from Mark Freeman at Beauhart Ranch.
Well, it's day 3 here at the NCAA Championships. We're back at Beauhart Ranch for the Nordic events. We go into the tracks this time for the classic competition. All skiers starting at one time, without a doubt, has a chance for one of the most thrilling finishes of the week.
It was a gorgeous day for competition, the last day of the Nordic racing. Skiers now working the classic technique, which means no skating, just straight forward with the skis. On the men's side, Montana State was trying to ride the momentum they gave themselves earlier in the week, and it came down to the wire today. Skiers like David Norris, who were trying to set the pace early, certainly did so. In the second lap, Norris took the lead and would continue to do so up to the fourth and final lap. So there it is, the final sprint, Norris against Utah's Miles Havlick, two of the top finishing sprinters in the country, and in the last stretch it would be Havlick who took home the national title. On the women's side, locals littered the track. Asa Carlson for MSU and Dartmouth's Erica Flowers grew up racing the hills of Beauhart Ranch, so it was only fitting that their final race in college was back where they started. For the race itself, if you want drama, you've got it. Final stretch, Vermont's Amy Glenn on the right and Dartmouth's Sophie Caldwell on the left, separated by what was determined to be less than 2 inches at the finish line, and it would be Amy Glenn on the right for Vermont, leaving everything out on the track. Final downhill events tomorrow back at Bridger at Beauhart Ranch. Mark Freeman, MTN Sports.
Thanks, Mark. Semifinal action underway at the state basketball tournament. So far, Bozeman is leading by 4 at the half over Helena. Winner plays Missoula Sentinel for the title. In earlier loser-out action, CMR takes the early lead on Butte when the smallest player on the court, Lexi Payette, hits that three. Butte answers with this great baseline drive from Sammy McGree. Then on the inbounds, the tallest player on the court, Sarah Weir, is wide open, but Butte has a chance to tie here. McGree is on the break, and what looks like a three-point opportunity is called an offensive foul instead. That seems to take all the life out of the Bulldogs. CMR scores 10 straight behind the shooting of DeAndre Denton. Butte tries to fight back with a terrific spin move in the paint from Natalie Foppel, but they have no answer for the 6'2" Weir, and Butte is done for the year after falling to CMR 60-23. There's also loser-out action at the Class A tournament, so let's go live to Bobby Oler in Butte for that story.
Ted, Belgrade needs to get past Frenchtown for a spot in the semifinal consolation round in the first. Belgrade gets off to a hot start. Dylan Fowler for the three, good. Now this time it's Justine Taylor taking it to the rim. Awesome hook shot. And they're at it again. Tana Holiday gets down low and scores with contact. Belgrade goes up 7. Now Frenchtown trying to hang with them. On the break, Sarah Lester absorbs the contact and scores. And later, Haley Sir taking it inside. Nice touch on the shot. But Belgrade's just too much. Becca Tillman for 3. Banks at home, and Belgrade wins 58-39. They'll play the loser of tonight's Billings Central and Dillon game in the consolation semis Saturday. That's it from Butte. Back to you, Ted.
Thanks, Bobby. And other consolation games today. Three Forks loses to Loyola in Class B, while Ennis in Class C takes Ekalaka in overtime, still has a shot at 3rd place. At the Big Sky Women's Tournament in Pocatello, Montana State trails Northern Colorado by 2 at the half. All the highlights tonight at 10. More Mike after this.